atomic experiments and the ocean. We are at a dead end. We have briefly talked about Hercolobus, without going into too much depth, so as not to frighten or alarm people. Let us now consider another deadly and destructive danger, which no one will be able to stop, the atomic experiments in the ocean. There are large, very deep cracks along the seabed, which are already in contact with the fire inside the Earth. These are entirely and directly due to the atomic experiments being carried out by powerful nations and their scientists that believe themselves to be almighty. They have not weighed the consequences of the atrocities they have committed, and continue to commit, against both the planet and humanity. The fire inside the Earth has already started to make contact with the seawater and cyclones have started to appear. The Gringo lords call this the El Niño phenomenon, but it isn't. It is the contact of the inner fire of the Earth with the seawater, which is spreading through the oceans. Because of these cracks, tidal waves, earthquakes and other terrifying things will occur in the ocean and on land. There will be no coastal city which will not be swept away, and the land will start to sink into the ocean. The axis of the Earth has already started to shift as a result of all the experiments that are being carried out. The axis of the Earth is out of position, and this, combined with the tremors, earthquakes and seaquakes, will cause it to shift completely and the sinking will begin. Do not think, my dear reader, that the planet is going to sink all at once. This is a long, slow, agonizing, painful process, which humanity will have to undergo. The land will sink into the ocean piece by piece until the end comes. The scientific lords cannot calculate the effects of the atrocities that they have made against creation. They too will be the victims of their own inventions. Sea monsters, savage beasts, fed on atomic energy, already exist in the depths of the sea, and the warming of the waters will force them to come out and seek refuge. They will reach coastal cities and destroy everything in their path, houses, buildings, ships and people. Because these savage beasts have been fed on atomic energy, they are themselves atomic, consequently our three-dimensional bullets will only make them even more furious. What I am stating here will soon happen. That, however, is not all. The boiling of the waters of the sea with the fire of the Earth will cause an overwhelming vapor to rise, so that airplanes will not be able to fly, nor ships to sail, and these vapors will obscure the sun. There will be total darkness, and life on our planet will end. I advise you, dear readers, not to move from where you are, because there will be nowhere to go to escape. The scientific lords have ignored all these consequences provoked by their atomic explosions and experiments in the ocean. Therefore, no matter how great they may be as scientists, they are ignoramuses, savage beasts who do not care about inventing devices that are destroying humanity and themselves. Atomic energy has contaminated the entire sea and the animals that inhabit it. Thus, it is logical to say that when we eat fish or other marine animals, we contaminate our own organism. It is advisable not to consume them. The sea, like all living things, inhales and exhales. When exhaling, it contaminates and pollutes all vegetation and the oxygen that we breathe. This widespread contamination will cause alterations to all human organisms. We will see severe birth defects, and deformed children will be born that will shock the entire world. Seen from other superior dimensions, our planet has already disappeared. What can be seen is a yellowish quagmire, as if we had put water with soil in a pot to boil. There is no sign of any species of life, plant, animal or human. Everything is dead. This just has to crystallize in the third dimension or physical world, for it all to disappear and to be wiped off the map, because everything comes down from above. Scientists and intellectuals will laugh out loud like braying donkeys at what I am stating here, but when the time comes they will be the biggest cowards. They will cry, not knowing what to do or where to go. So, what can we expect for humanity? We expect its end. These men, these false scientists are indeed scientists, but destructive, not constructive ones, since they have used and continue to use science to destroy every living thing. I ask these scientific lords, those who bray and laugh so loudly, what formula or solution have you found to avoid these problems that are threatening to destroy humanity and our planet? There is no formula, we can only await the catastrophe. Or, if you have an effective formula, can you let us know?